Hello, everyone. This is Doug. Welcome to Technology After 50. No swearing. Today, I'm going to teach you how to speak a foreign language, and I'm going to do it, if you'll stay with me, I'm going to do it within 10 minutes. Well, how do you know what language I want to speak, Doug? I don't. Doesn't matter. I'm going to teach you how to speak Spanish, German, Chinese, Mandarin, Portuguese, whatever the language is, French. I'm going to teach you how to speak it. If you hang with me for 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how that you could be speaking whatever language in a very, very short amount of time. Last video, if you recall, we showed you how to translate pretty much anything so you can read it. I pulled up my computer. We pulled up like the first paragraph of Moby Dick in Spanish. We was able to translate that instantaneously. I had a Chinese menu. We translated that instantaneously. If you haven't watched that video, go back to the last video and you can see how you use Google Lens to be able to translate anything that's written so you can read it. Today, we're going one better. We're going to translate what you hear from whatever language so you can understand it, and then how we can speak into our phone through this particular app, and that can be translated into whatever language you want to speak. Why is that good? I'll give you a real world example. My daughter, her daughter, my granddaughter, is in school, 3rd grade. And my granddaughter has befriended this little Spanish girl. They're good friends. And her mom speaks no English. Well, my daughter, somehow those two moms got together somewhere along the way through the friendship of the two little girls. And the lady speaks no English, but they were able to communicate through an app. They were talking back and forth. Neither one knew each other's language, but they were communicating. And my daughter says she really likes her, and they've become friends by utilizing an app. You may have someone you work with, someone who lives next door to you, or someone at a store that you shop at that you can't communicate with, but you want to be able to. So between the Google Lens app that we showed last time and this particular app, you'll be able to not only read in pretty much any foreign language, but you're going to be able to communicate with people through conversation using an app in any language. So I promised you in 10 minutes I was going to teach you how to speak a foreign language. Here we go. We're about 3 minutes in. Google Translate. You can see it up here on my phone. Well, Doug, I don't have Google Translate on my phone. What do I do? Does that mean this video is not for me? Not at all. Let me show you how to get it. Go back down to your home page, and you will see down at the bottom this app down here. This is the Play Store. I call it the App Store. Simply click on that, and I've already got it open up here, but you'll click on this search icon down at the bottom down here, and you'll see there's a magnifying glass. That's the one you're looking for. Click on that, and then you'll come up. I'll just click on that. You'll come up to the search bar, and what we're looking for is Google Translate. Now you can type it all in and hit the magnifying glass here. I typed in Google, and you'll see at the very first option up here says Google Translate. So we're going to click on that. Mine says open because I already have that app on my phone. Now, if you're to this point, you may not have that app on your phone. So yours is not going to say open. It's going to say install there. But before we do that, I just want to, in review, talk about something we learned a couple videos ago. That not every app is safe. So how do we know Google Translate is safe? Well, first thing here, and it's not a ripoff of an actual Google app. Well, here, first thing we can see, how many times has it been downloaded? It says 1B+. What's 1B+? This app has been downloaded over 1 billion times. So that kind of tells us that it's probably safe. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll see that there's 8 million reviews That's a lot. Now, and you'll see that it's got a star rating of 4.3. 4.3 stars out of 8 million reviews. Go through and read some of those reviews. Now, if they all sound exactly the same, that may be a bot. When I say a bot, there's basically, you might think of it as a robot that sends these fake reviews. But with 8 million reviews, if they all don't sound the same, with 1 billion downloads and a 4.3 star rating, this is a solid app. So don't have any fear of downloading this app on your phone. So over here where mine says open, you're going to hit install. So click on install. It's going to download the app. And then after it downloads the app, where you're going to find it is at the very end of all your apps. So I've got a lot of apps on my phone. If I just start scrolling to the right, I mean, I'm scrolling to the left to get to the very end. You're going to see the last app is going to be the last one you downloaded, which today is Google Translate. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to tap on Google Translate. And you'll see up here it says Spanish to English. So what I'm going to do, I've got a Spanish channel on my TV playing, and I'm going to unmute it. And it looks like it's a newscast. So we're going to see if this newscast, as they begin to talk, will translate on our phone. You ready? Here we go. Y hay muchos niños, es la entrada de las escuelas, y hay muchos niños también en esta esquina. Sí, Ramosito, corrígeme, según yo, esta esquina es como... Ahí viene la familia de los tres.
And there are many children. It is the entrance to the schools. And there are also many children on this corner. Ramasito, correct me. According to me, this corner is... look...
There you go. So you can see that. You just listened to a newscast in Spanish. And you'll notice if we waited long enough, there was actually an audio voice that came on. So if you have trouble reading as it scrolls by so fast, you can literally just listen to it. And you'll see that it talked about, and there are many children. It's the entrance to the school. There are also many children on this corner. Ramasito, correct me. According to me, this corner is like, look at the family of the three. So it's pretty cool. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this microphone button down here, because you'll see it says tap mic to start. And I'm going to see if this will translate English to Spanish. I haven't done this yet, but I'm hoping that it will. So now I click the button and I'm starting to talk, and you'll see that I'm talking in English, but it's printing in Spanish. So I can have a conversation with somebody who doesn't even speak English, but I'm talking in English, but they can read it in Spanish. And that is such a cool thing. Now I'm gonna pause it. So you see what I did? What's our time? We're at 8 minutes and what is that? 30 seconds or so? In 8.5 minutes, I just showed you how to speak Spanish when you don't. Well, not really. I showed you how to use an app that you can talk in Spanish or talk in English, and it will show in Spanish, which you can show to a Spanish-speaking person, and then they can talk in Spanish, and you can read it in English. You can literally have a conversation. And there's actually a conversation mode on here. I don't even know what that does. Take turn speaking, translation will play out loud. So let's try that. So I'm going to start speaking in English, and let's see if it comes out, we can hear it. Because that's kind of what I think it said it was going to do. But I'm talking in English. Well, I don't hear anything, but at the same time, I can see that it is printing out in Spanish. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So anyway, there you go today. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you utilize that. We're just coming up on the 10-minute mark now. I've just showed you how to speak every language you could think of. Go out, take a trip, go next door, go down to the grocery store, go to work, find that person that you can't communicate with, and make a new friend. Have a great day. This is Doug. We'll talk to you next time. Hey, by the way, if you're enjoying the content, go down below, hit subscribe, give us a big thumbs up. We're trying to give you some stuff that's really interesting and informative. We've been doing a lot of security and safety. For the next few videos, we're just doing stuff that's fun, that can make you enjoy life a little more, that make you a little more comfortable while you're out and about. So get out, enjoy the day. Great day here in Ohio, and we'll talk to you next time.